Hello my dear students, welcome. Today we are going to discuss writing section for class 12th. Topic is how to write a very good business letter. So I have mentioned some points. A very good business letter consists of brief, clear and to the point information. Separate paragraphs for separate topics, and the first paragraph must consist the theme of the letter. Make a factual statement of facts. Your language should be simple, direct. Ambiguous construction should be avoided. Your language should be polite and charming even if you are doing complaint. No clumsy expressions. A very good, proper layout and format. Punctuation marks according to situation. And always remember the following points about block format. There is no indentation. Each block begins with the margin. Extra space should be left between different sections and paragraphs. Omit punctuation mark in address and date. A comma may be put after the salutation, like dear sir. And there are some golden rules, always use them. Number 1, suitable format, well organized content and appropriate language. Here I have some common features of Formulator. As you all know, in a letter either it is formal or informal, it should be always at your left hand side. It should start from left hand side, not like in the old traditional letters, because nowadays we are using computer. So the cursor by default goes in the beginning of the line, that is left hand side. So everything starts with the left hand side. So first of all, sender's address, then addressee's address. In between you put date also, and then there are two ways, means either you write sir or madam, that salutation in the beginning and then subject, or subject first and then salutation, and then comes body. The body consists of beginning, content and end, and then there should be subscription like yours sincerely, yours truly, and after that signature, name and designation. You can see how it is written: telephone or reference number in the first line, then sender's address, date, then inside address, then sir, ma'am, subject, introductory paragraph, main body, concluding paragraph, then yours faithfully and signature, name, designation. Right? Now I have some sample letters of enquiry and asking for information. You can see the first question. Here you are writing a letter to a particular enterprise for requesting sports goods. You may mention the item you intend to buy and ask for a discount on the catalog prices. Everything is clear. That content part you can read, go through it, and you will find what are the essentials that should be written inside in the same format as I told you. One more question: write a letter to the general manager asking for reservation of a bogie for 60 children. Similarly, letter of complaint, like you have purchased something and there is some defect in that. So here we have a letter of complaint about the problem and the defect rectified. You can see it is written in the same format and the subject is complaint against CTV MS21. So all the necessary details must be mentioned in your letter, like what kind of TV, brand, invoice number, date, and then all the details about your problem you are facing. And now last but not the least, I have 5 questions for homework. Write a letter to the MD inquiring about cost, service charge. Same way, question number 2 is about inquiry of school furniture. Then there is a letter for placing order, question number 3. Question number 4, complaint of the TV you have purchased recently. And question number 5, complaint of refrigerator. So these 5 questions you have to do on your own. Now our next topic is job application, and we have already done in class 11th. You can see how to start, how to write the different important details of job application. Start body of the letter giving source of information. Close the letter giving note that biodata is enclosed, and write 10 to 12 points in biodata. In a biodata, it should include name, date, address, educational qualification, experience, hobbies, salary expected, and reference. Next to this slide, we have one sample question. You are Varun or Varuna, and you're writing an application for the post of business development manager for the giving your complete biodata. I will not go in detail because we have already discussed this, and the importance of a letter for job is very much nowadays. It should be upgraded, though I have mentioned the same format which is given in your book, but a lot of new things are added that we can discuss some other day. But right now, totally based on CBSE book, the same format we are discussing. Okay, this line you can use with reference to your advertisement in and the name of the newspaper, date. There are 3 paragraphs. First one is about reference, and then second one is in short about your qualification, and there should be one assurance from your side that how will you work after getting the job. And the last line must consist biodata and testimonials enclosed. This is a sample of biodata in old style. As I said, the same way. Okay, so these things you have to mention in your biodata. And now I have some questions for home. questions for practicing your writing skill, writing formal letters. You have to apply in response to the given advertisements, and you will have to change the dates in some questions, like question number 4, the date is 26/11/2014, so mistake, correct it. And 4 questions you have to write along with your application. You have to draft biodata also. Okay, now next is how to write a letter to the editor. This is again done by you several times in class 10, so there is nothing new. There are some points to remember, like this letter is to draw the attention of the concerned authorities and not of the editor. You will have to request also again to the authorities only, not to the editor. Raise the issue, analyze the issue, give some suggestions, be courteous even if you are criticizing something. The beginning lines can be written in any of these ways. Kindly allow me to use some space in your esteem daily to express my concern on, and then you can continue. Or kindly allow me to use some space in your esteem daily to draw the attention of the concerned authorities. Or may I have the privilege of using a few lines of your esteemed newspaper regarding, or through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities. All these I have told you. The last one is very common one. And the ending line must consist like, hope some effective measures will soon be adopted to improve the existing situation. As I told you earlier, that there should be a ray of hope. So like this you can write your letter to the editor. And then I have some sample questions. Question number 1, you have to write a letter to the editor showing your concern about various forms of child exploitation. So first line, your address, sender's address, date, the editor, name of the newspaper, subject, sir, and the beginning lines as I told you. Then the content part, there are 3 paragraphs. Read the content. And at last, yours faithfully, name, and then you can mention your designation as citizen. That will work. So this way you can write a letter to the editor, and I'm not giving you any questions for this because already you have done a lot of practice in class 10th and 11. So it was just to recapitalize. I hope you have understood everything. Thank you.